Hey there everyone, I'm Luke and today we're diving down the Tube of Toons for a brand new episode of Cartoon Catch Up as I catch you up on all things Star Wars The Bad Batch. Star Wars The Bad Batch is the brand new follow-up to Star Wars The Clone Wars, the Star Wars animated series that's previously been released on Cartoon Network, Netflix and Disney+. That series focused on the time between episodes 2 and 3, Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, while this series picks up where the Clone Wars left off, following on from the events of Revenge of the Sith and the rise of the Galactic Empire. Focusing around a small group of clones, a bad batch of them, that were introduced during last year's final season of the Clone Wars. So you've seen the trailer for Star Wars The Bad Batch and you think you want to check it out? But you don't have time to sit through 7 seasons of Star Wars The Clone Wars to get you up to speed on what you've missed? Well, that's why I'm here, to fill you in on all the important stuff you need to know and get you up to speed so that you can start watching The Bad Batch straight away. And before we get started, why don't you help me out and give this video a big fat like. So starting off, we're going to take a look at Echo. Echo is one of the primary clones seen throughout both Star Wars The Clone Wars and Star Wars The Bad Batch. Now, he definitely wasn't a main character of the original series, but he had a significant enough role in that show that you definitely want to know a little bit about him going into this show. CT-1409, nicknamed Echo, was a member of the Domino Squad, a group of unconventional clone troopers. And it seemed that Domino Squad was cursed. On an early mission on the Rishi Moon, Echo lost his fellow squad mates, Droid Bay and cut up to droids, while teammate Heavy sacrificed himself to save their homeworld Kamino. Following this, Echo and Fives were chosen by Captain Rex to join his 501st Legion. After defending Kamino at a later date from an invasion led by General Grievous and Asajj Ventress, the two were promoted to ARC troopers. Eventually, the 501st would be deployed to rescue Jedi Master Evan Peel from Separatists, who, along with Captain Willoth Tarkin, had vital coordinates to a hyperspace route essential to the Republic's war effort. Whilst en route to their escape shuttle off-world, Echo gets caught up in an explosion, leading Fives to believe he was dead, with only his helmet remaining. And we're going to pause Echo's story there, because before we go into any more details, I want to introduce you to the rest of the Bad Batch first. The Bad Batch were a group of enhanced clone troopers who all were given extra abilities. They were Hunter, the leader, Wrecker, the brawler, Tech, the tech guy, and Crosshair, the sharpshooter. They were first introduced in the final season's first arc, serving as a sort of backdoor pilot for this show. During the Battle of Anaxis, Separatist forces appeared to predict Republic strategies. In an effort to change up battle plans, Clone Force 99 were deployed. There they uncovered a signal belonging to that of the thought-dead clone trooper Echo, coming from the planet Skako Minor. Alongside Captain Rex and General Anakin Skywalker, the group rescued the kidnapped Echo from behind enemy lines. Back on Anaxis, once Echo had been fitted with new cybernetics, they devised a plan to have Echo feed information to the Separatists, in a move that will give the Republic an advantage. The Bad Batch, along with Rex and Skywalker, escort Echo towards a Separatist ship to enact these plans. By the mission's end, Echo decided to stay with the Bad Batch, being that he felt he no longer fit in amongst the normal troopers. So you've met the Bad Batch, well now let's take a look at someone on the side of the Empire. In fact, someone, if you are a Star Wars fan, you are most likely already familiar with them. Yes, that's right, Captain Wilhoth Tarkin. Now, even if you're just a casual Star Wars fan, you've probably seen him before. You probably know him as Grand Moff Tarkin, as seen in Star Wars A New Hope, as well as Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Well, set many years before that, Tarkin was involved in the Clone Wars, and as such, he was featured in that show. And so while you know where this character is going, what's in store for him in the future, you might not know exactly where he is within this timeline. He served as a captain in the Republic Army during the Clone Wars, and as such was forced to work alongside both the Jedi and the Clone Trooper Army. Tarkin's first animated appearance was as a member of Evan Peel's crew. The two of them committed to memory half the coordinates for the Nexus route. When Republic forces were sent to rescue them, he displayed both his displeasure at the over-reliance on the Jedi and the Clone Forces in the war. Upon said rescue, he refused to give the intel to the Jedi, only entrusting the information directly with Chancellor Palpatine. Tarkin later oversaw the Republic handling of the bombing of the Jedi Temple. It was he who informed Jedi Skywalker and Tano of suspect Letter Turman's transfer and of Turman's wish to speak to Tano. It was he who accused Ahsoka of murdering Letter, using the security footage of her death against Tano. After Ahsoka's escape and recapture, Tarkin convinced the Jedi Council to expel her from the Jedi Order to ensure an unbiased trial by the Republic. In the trial, he argued she was the mastermind behind the bombing, insisting that when she would be found guilty, she would receive the death penalty. Ultimately, Jedi Skywalker was able to prove her innocence when he revealed Barriss Offee to be the true culprit, who had come to loathe what the Jedi had become. For more on Ahsoka during this trial, you can go watch my previous episode of Cartoon Catch-Up, all on The Mandalorian. Go check it out up here. Tarkin has also been seen in animated form in the much later set Star Wars Rebels. Another notable Star Wars character, which you may be somewhat familiar with due to his brief appearance in Rogue One: A Star Wars Story, is that of Saw Gerera, who may be popping up multiple times throughout this show. Well, set long before Rogue One: A Star Wars Story, as well as his other animated appearances in Star Wars Rebels, we were first introduced to Saw Gerera in Star Wars: The Clone Wars itself, being one of the first rebels in all of the galaxy. Saw and his sister Steela Gerera were members of the rebellion against the separatist-controlled Onderon. Upon a request for assistance, the Jedi Council were unsure about involving themselves in what they deemed a civil conflict. Ultimately, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker and his Padawan Ahsoka Tano, along with Captain Rex, were sent to train the rebels in fighting droids, but were not to engage themselves. Towards the end of the training, they were attacked by droid forces and were able to put their newly acquired skills to the test. Once Saw and the rebels established themselves within the capital Aziz, they found that the public perception of their rebellion were fearful that they may get harmed in the fight. At the suggestion of Lux Venturi, the rebels took out the Onderon power generator so to take out the power supplying the droid army, giving Steela the opportunity to deliver a speech, gaining support for the rebel movement. Upon news that former King Dendup was to be executed, Saw set out without the backing of the rebels to rescue his former king, but got caught in the attempt. At this, the rebels decided to make a rescue attempt, with Steela and Bonteri leading the way to save both Saw and King Dendup. However, Saw's earlier words of patriotism caused General Tandin to switch sides and aid in their escape. During the final battle of Onderon, Steela became a casualty as Saw shot down the final gunship, with not even Jedi Ahsoka Tano being able to save her. Another important piece of Star Wars lore playing a notable role in the Bad Batch is that of Order 66. We've seen it many times before, most notably in Revenge of the Sith, Jedi Fallen Order, and most recently in the final season of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. This is where the clones turned against the Jedi, which the Clone Wars had revealed to be due to an inhibitor chip, which caused them to follow the orders without question. The final arc of that series showed how Ahsoka Tano was able to take that chip out of Captain Rex's head, and how he was able to assist her in both defeating and escaping his brothers. There was also Clone Trooper Cut, who had deserted the Republic Army after the death of his fellow clone troopers, and he'd started a family on the planet of Salukami. And there may be other characters that we have seen before popping up throughout the series, but as a recording, only the first 2 episodes have aired. And so that's all I can really fill you in on for the moment. Maybe if some other significant characters pop up, I can do a follow-up episode to this and explain their backstory. Well, for now, that's pretty much it. We do know some other familiar characters will be popping up. For instance, we will be seeing the first chronological appearance of Fennec Shand, who you may have seen in live action in The Mandalorian. Of course, that is set much later than this series, so maybe we'll be seeing some sort of animated origin story for the character. That'll certainly be fun. Alright everyone, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big fat like. It really helps out the channel and allows us to be seen by more people. And if you've not done so yet, why don't you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to be notified the next time we dive down the Tube of Toons. Sorry about the lack of videos recently, guys. I've just been a little bit busy, but don't worry, I am working on it and there's going to be more videos coming your way real soon. Up next, we've actually got a review of the brand new movie Justice Society World War II. And that one's going to be a lot of fun, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Have people already started watching The Bad Batch? Are you enjoying it? Let me know. I'd love to hear what you're thinking. I am thinking of doing a review of the series, but I'm thinking maybe of waiting for a few more episodes to air. Do people want to see a review from me like around now on the first few batch of episodes? See what I did there? Or would you rather just wait and let me review the season as a whole later on? I don't know, what do you think? I certainly have enough thoughts, to be quite honest, based on the first few episodes alone. I mean, the first episode was 70 minutes long. You know, it was almost like a mini film. In fact, it wasn't much shorter than the Justice Society film I'm reviewing. So I'm up for that. If you are, let me know. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Cheers. Thanks for watching Tube of Toons. If you want more from the channel, hit subscribe. If you want to keep up to date with what's going on, follow us on our socials. Hope you liked it. Cheers.